I have a friend named Dalreg, and for the last couple months, he has just been sending me games that really don't look real. And I don't even know where he found these videos, to be honest with you, because it was just vary from ice skating while shooting pigs to this Max Payne sort of game where you're playing as a hairless cat to backflipping as a rat. And at some point, he just shared a mobile ad game, which me and him knows is not even real. Because every time I try to click on one and try to download one of them, it's a totally different game. So I went on with my life believing that I would never have to interact with any one of these games besides watching the videos. Until one day, he asked me to make a video on one of them. And I honestly thought it was a joke. So I just went ahead and said, if you send me the money, I'll do it. And I never seen money be sent as fast as that day. And from that moment forward, I realized I messed up so bad. I really tried to lie about saying that Steam was down and here immediately have the receipts to show that I wasn't. And no matter what, I tried to hide, not trying to do the video, and he would just contact me every single week to see what was up. And at some point, I really did realize that I should just make the video. I think it would be great for me, you know what I'm saying? So here is my personal game of the year, Funi or Funny Raccoon Game. I'm not gonna lie, just from the music alone, I really was messing with the game. But I knew there was something up with this game with the raccoons carrying the old monitors. And when it came down to choosing the character, yeah, the names was catching me off guard. Like Patrick Bateman, Carcinogen, and Asbestos. I definitely was not gonna choose that one. I ended up choosing Maple because that seemed like the most regular choice out of all of them. Honestly, if I really wanted to change the color, thankfully the game just gave that option to do that because I wasn't going to choose asbestos right out the gate. At the start of the game, they're already having you buy a dumpster, but the thing is that it costs $1 million plus, and I'm not sure where the hell this raccoon got the money from, but this raccoon spent every single cent to purchase this with 0 bedrooms, and I don't know how that will suffice. The main objective of this game is basically just grabbing whatever items you see in this world and throwing it in your dumpster. It's like playing a game of hoarders. But listen, this raccoon has standards. It's not every random thing in the world, everything has to be unique. And that's the way that you end up going to different levels. Anything that you see and you feel like you can pick it up, you can most definitely pick it up. You can pick up a vending machine, you can pick up a llama, you could even steal a gun from someone,
All of this just worked.
but please be careful when you do that because the police will be chasing you down like you killed 1 million people. And once you go back inside the dumpster, everything will just fall right in the middle of the room because you have no rooms. And what in the hell? What is going on? The sound design for this game, I feel like they really went crazy with this one. Every sound I feel like works with this game, like the TV static with the monitors. Crouching is like you breaking your knees every 2 seconds. Picking up an item is even funnier because sometimes the raccoon will be happy that it can even pick up the item, and then other times it's struggling for its dear life. One of the main things you're going to experience are the explosions. You could throw something against the wall, look at a llama too close, or even trying to call a train at a random location. There are moments when the explosions could just get really hectic, like when the police is trying to like chase you down. There was even a moment where I thought I was doing a good thing, saving the factory. In reality, I was creating the worst explosion of all time. I thought the game was pretty simple with just picking up things, but apparently you also get upgrades with the mystical dumbbell. With it, you could basically carry heavier things. So if you encounter something that you definitely cannot pick up, The game will let you know straight up that you're a lame, you're a loser. But once you get that mystical dumbbell, yeah, you could just pick up anything that you feel like you could pick up. And at that point, I just wanted to see what I could do. I was moving like Hercules, picking up the stone torch. I was just messing with NPCs because I could just pick them up. I even started grabbing random signs and just trying to go into the train with them, but I eventually just found out that I was just causing bugs all around. At some point, I just started playing chess because I could just pick up the pieces.
Ah, the Salamander Sisters opening. I haven't seen this since the 19th.
On top of collecting this random stuff around the game, there's actual collectibles like diamonds that you could pick up, but for some reason, your character just keeps eating them, and the game just keeps berating you. Honestly, I don't even know what's going on. Then they're telling me that the cats are evil. Um, and I'm not really sure what to make of that because they really do just be chilling so far at my dumpster house. So I don't know what they're talking about. One of my favorite things to collect in the game is collecting the different hats. For some reason, when you collect the hat, you can't just wear it. Apparently, you gotta go to a hat store to buy it. Don't know why this raccoon keeps getting scammed all throughout the game. The raccoon looks really funny wearing one of the hats, or any of the hats. It just covers like their entire face in a way. Um, and yeah, I just love wearing the different hats. Right now, I'm wearing this sort of top hat, and yeah, that's really the one. I'm not gonna lie, they went kind of crazy with the level design. Um, so within the dumpster, every single door goes into a different world. You need to collect a certain amount of unique items to open up the other doors. So now I'm seeing why this dumpster costs past $1 million because I got this computer that needs to research all the different stuff that's going on. Each world has its own sort of location within it, and it thankfully lets you know how many items you got in it because I only have like 84 items in total right now out of like 200, 300. So I'm definitely trying to figure it all out. One of my favorite ways to travel between the locations is using the train because you get to see how the corporate man is just running around scared trying to figure out when are they going to make it to work. And every single location got so much going on. One of them could be a really chill location like the train station where the flower pot is just sitting there. And then a few seconds later, you'll find yourself in this scary ass cave where this big ass monster is just shivering and looking all scary. If things get too much for you, you can even chill at an art gallery where they have the different artists' art up, which is actually a pretty cool idea to have. Um, and yeah, this is random humans walking around looking all goofy. The more you play, the more you really discover the different locations that they got around, and they're all really different. Like you will not expect what will be going on at these locations, and the way you get to them is not only by train or by traveling through the doors. It's really just going around and discovering stuff, and that's when I realized I'm gonna just start doing a whole bunch of random stuff because the game had me feeling crazy for a while because I just was like, what is going on? I started doing random quests, and one of them gave me a key, and that key just brought me to this locked mine. Um, and it was just very scary down there, but it did bring me to this random area that had a garden in it. I thought that my character could swim, but then I ended up getting eaten by a fish. And when you zoom out, you get to see the fish just being there. And you're inside his body and the dead skeletons. It gets crazy. I love the fact that every location has its own sort of vibe, own sort of music going on, and activities that you could do, like me just swimming around with this fish. To even access some of the locations, you have to complete some riddles for this big sun that be there, and it asks for certain items, and if you get it right, it just brings you to the location. But all the time, I just fall off its hand. The areas that it brings you to, it may cause you to have an existential crisis. The fact that you aren't alone in this world makes this game even better. And it's funny because every single NPC is going through at least one thing. Like this dude holding up the building, but I think he good. Or the toast that's just fighting demons with the sun and the smog. Or just dealing with a food container that's acting like it's Yoda. All of those things together just made the world feel more alive. So I just ended up just interacting with everything around me. And it just felt like its own sort of sandbox. When I realized the game didn't want to be taken seriously, I did the same exact thing. I just went around, just started interacting with a different field of views, looking through windows, scaring myself with certain things that's going on, just trying to glitch out the game by getting hit by a fast ass train. Things was just happening, but I just was enjoying all the chaos. Apparently, this game does have a story, but honestly, whatever story it got going on, I'm just enjoying the ride because I'm just been fighting demons. Every character that I've interacted with and affected his life just found his way back to the main area. So clearly, they all trying to be around me, even though I am causing a lot of damage around the areas. At some point, you get your own truck. I don't think it's your own truck, honestly. You steal the truck, but the person you stole it from teaches you how to drive, and it just gets crazy from there. I just started collecting a lot more stuff even faster because things got complicated when I got to more locations and didn't know how to go all the way back. But since I got my own car, I just started doing backflips with the car, um, driving real fast and doing different tricks with it. It just got crazy. The car is like very terrible to control, but it drives really fast and you could just do whatever you need to do. If you was missing out on the explosives before, you will see it 10 times more crashing into random stuff like trees or even the animals that's being around. One of the best things was having your dumpster be at the back of the truck, so at that point you're just a portable tiny home going around and collecting things. So, all that to say, I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy myself. So, was Dalreg wrong for recommending this game to me? I say no. But now, I'm not saying that every single game that he has recommended to me is gonna be in bacon like this. We recently played a game that he recommended, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not messing with it at all. I might possibly make a video on it. At this point, it might just be a series of what games Dalreg has recommended to me. So if you're somebody who is looking for a concrete rating on this, I would say like a 9 out of 10. If you're more sophisticated, I would say 4 out of 5. It just doesn't get a perfect score out of me because of the fact that all the items that you collect so far, you can't put it into a room, have your own little room and stuff because, of course, you bought the wrong house. Another thing that I didn't like was sort of like the skyboxes. From the start of the game, it was hurting my eyes. I had to adjust playing this game a lot, so I had to make sure I wasn't looking at the sky. But other than that, I did have a good time. And it's funny, all of the footage that I've shown so far, it may seem like a lot, but I've only played 2 hours of the game. 2 hours may not seem like enough time, but with how much goes on in this game, you may just be overstimulated by the first 30 minutes. So if you like what you've seen so far, definitely check out the game. It shouldn't be that much on Steam. I think it's like $10 or $15 on Steam. And to Dalreg, I really hope you enjoyed this video since you've been the main person waiting for this. Thank you for funding this video, as you sent more than enough money to purchase this game. And yeah, in the future, that is not needed. Thank you so much.